What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Farming Sim. I'm joined by David.
Hey, hey, I don't know why you're running off in that direction. I need you to come over here first.
I was just going to give this a quick...
Oh, okay. I like the new Bluetooth washing thing we've got.
This looked dirty before. Really? Okay.
On my screen, you're not spraying it, you're just looking at it. But it's getting wet, I can see the water effect on it.
Okay. John Deere definitely needs clean. So, did you watch
Watch.
Clarkson
Clarkson's.
Farm?
Yep, watched it all.
Unsure on that ending, to be honest.
It just showed me the importance of when you open a restaurant, do a freaking soft opening first.
Yeah.
You know, your first night opening, you open to friends, family, and
Yeah.
business partners. You don't open straight to a freaking full load of public.
No.
And he showed you why, because things tend to go wrong.
Things did go wrong.
In general, I've worked with a lot of restaurants.
Oh, yeah.
And your first night, you just say you invite your friends, your family, and a few of your suppliers or something, and you do it that way.
Yeah.
And just test all your systems.
Hmm.
Because you guarantee something goes wrong, something's not wired correctly. Are we going to skip the night, or do you want to work a bit more in this light?
No, we could do a bit more on this, like...
Well, if you come with me, I jumped on the server between sessions.
Yeah.
I did a bit of forestry work.
Ah.
So if you step this way...
Oh, okay.
Now it looks like one log's fallen off. So obviously these need to go up to the sawmill.
Yeah, but where... Now the... Which button is it? There we go. Now,
Before
I
you just
have a question for you.
go on.
Where did they come from?
They're the really big thick trees you find up in the top of the forest.
Ah.
But those give a lot of wood. I think, yeah, Mauritian red pine or something.
You expect that to go up to the sawmill?
Faith.
I'm surprised
But
at that. Surprised you... Is that just a semi-trailer with a dolly?
a dolly, yeah. Because this semi-trailer is actually auto-load for logs, but they've got to be the right length.
Hmm.
And unfortunately, the tree house, it doesn't do the length it needs.
No.
I think they've got to be, it's still really weird, like it's set for 12.5 meter. Now, no machine, as far as I can tell, does 12.5 meter. So I think they're 8 meters on the front and there's like 5 meter logs on the back.
Eh? Did you do
Well,
that?
yeah, I think I set it off.
Huh.
It's just constantly topping every time he uses a little bit.
Oh, I know it is, but it was just a case of, I'm just wondering, did you set it off? Because I know I'd parked it there and dumped some bits in.
What is it with the... what is it with, right, American vehicles? And funny enough, I've had this debate on my freaking single player series.
What?
American school buses have enough overhang to lose a car underneath. Why do American trailers have none?
Hmm.
It's ridiculous. So yeah, we get all this into the sawmill. We should keep the sawmill going for a couple of days at least.
Fucking physics are gonna hurt this.
Well, you're giving me a push. We're doing a bit of push truck in here.
What the fuck?
What's up?
I'm seeing weird, like, glitchiness. One log gets pushed and...
There's one log that's not quite on properly, which isn't helping, but...
No, I mean on this trailer it's like flicking it back and forth.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna have to push you, aren't I?
What do you mean? So the old ice road trucking things, innit, when they were doing the push trucking.
Hmm.
That's why you got the big pink front weight, you see.
That is struggling, isn't it?
Oh, I know it is, but it was a tractor I had to hand at the time.
What speed are you doing?
7 miles an hour. 8. What we might end up doing is swapping this off and use that valve to actually pull this up. If it won't do so much, I'll just disconnect it and give the valve a go. But I know those logs on the back of those Mauritians are like 5 ton a piece.
Yeah.
So that's why there's probably about 40 ton on this trailer.
Alright. Let you get a run up.
Come on, you can do it. I believe in you. Oh! We're doing it! We're doing it!
Damage the trailer while I'm at it, but
Ah, no worry about that. It's not ours.
I mean,
1 mile an hour.
it's we're getting there. Slowly.
Be worth it. Be worth it when we fill the sawmill up.
It's funny because both the wheels aren't spinning at the same speed on the front.
Yeah, well, don't forget the front wheels are a lot small.
Yeah, my.
That's obviously joys of it. It's obviously a limited slip diff. It gives you a little bit of freedom, doesn't it? It's not a lock diff.
No, the back's going at the same speed, like, but yeah.
We're nearly there.
You're nearly there, yeah.
Come on, you can do it.
It's funny, you know, you're using your indicators, but it's not actually.
No, the trailer doesn't have any indicators on it.
No. Come on, you bitch.
Because it's an American trailer, and the only Americans are like.
Yeah, but it's only.
Yeah, let's use red for our turn
Yeah, but remember,
signal.
you're only connected to a dolly. You're not actually connected to the cable, so the trailer won't have lights.
Yeah, it does. The trailer lights work. It might not take you all of that to pull like the back part over it. Oh, there's like one he missed.
Hmm.
Come on, pick it up.
Can you pick it up?
I turn super strength on, I can.
I thought it was just picking the log up.
What?
I thought it was just picking the log up.
I wasn't, it didn't want to work, so I didn't just move the whole trailer over.
Is that a thingy of your wood
chips.
chips you're about to wipe out? You stuck? How much is that giving it in total then?
130,000 litres.
Not quite full then. No.
No, it's a good amount. Now, what do we need? That's what I need to remember. You're pushing the trailer around.
You got it
She's
right.
going to be quick. She's going to be quicker now, like.
Is that bloody pallet strap down?
Yeah. Yeah, put the strap over it.
Okay. Oh shit!
I have no insurance.
I saw the trailer just go up. I suppose we can't really do them. We can't really do the field till tomorrow.
It's up to you.
Oh, we
Keep an
can't
eye now.
because you.
Well, give me a chance to have a look at what the the temple needs, and set the sawmill on.
Yeah, I know. Because
Because at least then we've got. 'Cause 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 at least then we've
Because with the amount of... Is this our trailer, by the way?
Yes, that's our little pallet
Oh,
trailer.
bloody hell, David.
That's our little pallet trailer, is that? So that one's
Hmm.
fine. So this trailer's rented, so long as I'm going to return it, but wait till I was on our yard and it just drops the pallet on our yard. Oh, so we've got the sheep pen up here, we've not got any sheep yet.
No.
Have I got it here now?
You hope it drops the pallet.
It will.
That's a dolly gone.
My game's froze.
Yeah, so's mine.
Have I just crashed the game?
Yeah, you have. Pause. Right, well.
Right, folks, there's a lesson. Don't remove a trailer with a pallet on it on a dedicated server.
Yeah. Alright.
Wood beams, that one. So the sawmill needs to start producing wood beams.
You didn't sort that out before we skied.
I did actually, it's running, so I must have done that earlier and not realised. Apparently it needs 22,000 litres of them, so we need a bit of it yet.
Yeah.
So right, I've just looked at the things and there's a hailstorm coming at like 11 o'clock. So we want to get this harvesting done, so...
Oh, you cracking on with that then?
I can do if you want. Am I going to put some fuel in the freaking harvester as well at some stage?
I would.
Do a service as well.
Yeah. Well, I do keep telling you. Right, so what did you... So you're going to do...
I'll get the harvesting.
You're going to put corn on 8, aren't you?
If that's what if you want to make a start on that while I'm doing this harvesting, that's up to yourself.
Well, I was going to do 6 and 7.
Oh yeah, one canola.
Yeah.
And then there's 1 and 2. I am so tempted to put like root crops on 1 and 2, but I probably something I have to do. Well, I can make a start, but I have to do a bit of that off server, off record. Because I think that'll take a long time. I mean, he's better than FS22 because there is now a 6 metre, not just a 3 metre
Yeah.
planter. God damn, this thing takes a lot of diesel.
I'm not going to use ridge markers. I really should, but... There we go. Alright. So I do that. And do that.
Bloody hell, that's a fuel bill.
What? 1,400?
1,400 quid.
Yeah. How many headlands do I want in this field?
You know what, I always try and do enough so you can turn the tractor within the headlands.
Well,
The tractor and trailer combo.
well, it says 4, right?
I would have said probably 3 or 4, yeah, just because that to me is where...
Well, that's what it says. It says 4 automatically.
Where's the friggin' thing on this field? I'm flooding the rice paddies, but I can't remember which end I put the bloody pump on. I've done the one nearest you, the other one's up at the... Of course it's up at the far blooming end.
It'll be up the other end, probably.
That's why when we like had the one up here, I put that little corner on it, didn't I? So you always knew exactly where the pump was.
Yeah.
I know it made it a little bit more awkward to plan and that, but it just meant you could always see. Car, you're allowed to get squished.
We're beginning to put in a new crop on an extra large field.
Yeah, you remember last time we had a bit of a buying spree because potatoes basically allowed us to buy up a massive chunk of land. So we've built 2 very large rice paddies. because rice was something we were struggling to keep the canning factory running with.
Well, that's what I said to you. I said it was absolutely caning it.
Yeah, so there's now 2 extra large rice paddies there.
We do have another rice paddy still.
And then obviously the other 2 bits have been cut just into large fields. I believe Chris is putting canola on that one. I think we're going to try corn on the other one.
What, are you putting corn on 1 and 2? Or are you doing 8?
We'll put corn for either. I'm not fully decided yet, I don't think.
Fair enough. It's just then we need to decide what's going on 8.
More paddies. Everything a rice paddy. Oh, I do apologise.
What?
For that.
What was that for?
The harvest.
What service?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't repaint it. But don't forget the way harvesters work in this game, you actually lose crop if they're not well serviced.
Yeah, I know.
And it's up to about 40% if you let them get too low.
Yeah, but don't seeders get affected and stuff like that when...
Yeah, seeders, I think though a lot of other machines like seeders, all it actually affects is the speed they can run at. So a damaged seeder can only run at probably half its...
Yeah.
But say a harvester, you genuinely will lose yield. It's to simulate, because if the things were worn, more not being caught by the harvester and going straight down the back in the straw swath.
So, recently I noticed you ventured back into...
Your spots probably playing a different game the other night.
RimWorld.
It was like a Saturday night, I don't know why, I didn't fancy Farm Sim, I thought, you know what, I'll just have a little bit of a mess with RimWorld. Freaking 2:30 in the morning, I finally...
Yeah, I know. So, what type of playthrough have you gone? Have you gone the reload anytime playthrough, or did you just?
I always go commit.
Yeah.
I always play commit. I always let it run because it's one of them, and that's to me that is part of that game.
Now, I don't know if you're, if you're like me and you've modded it, or are you back vanilla wise, or?
I don't have a lot of mods. I have a few. I think I have a few like extended animals. I have Stack XL because I cannot play the game without that.
I use Stack XL, but I've got like vanilla expanded or whatever it is.
I'd have to look. I've got the mods are what I've been on it for ages. I'm not.
I've got.
I think I've got mana.
I've got run and gun. Vanilla. It's more like vanilla expanded stuff. That's one I've got. I've got vehicles.
No, I haven't got any of that now. Bear in mind, the game's changed a lot since I last properly played it anyway, because I loaded into a map and there was the wrecks of vehicles and stuff on the map, which the last time I played seriously, none of that existed.
Well, it depends if whether you that modded or not.
No, I think that's all base game now.
There's... I mean, I don't know if it's a mod. I can't remember if it was a mod or it's part of vanilla expanded stuff. I don't know. I can't remember. I have a Mechanator.
I don't think I've got any of that, so it's not vanilla.
Unless it's the DLC, I can't remember. Could be...
Yeah, because I'm missing 2 DLCs.
What are you missing? Anomaly and...
Anomaly and Biotech. Yeah. I think I have Ideology and Royalty, because you bought me one of them, if I remember right.
I don't buy you both.
Could have been, yeah. I know you bought me at least one, but yeah. I'm pretty sure I've got, say, Ideology and Royalty.
Could be Biotech, that's a Mechanator.
Well, like I say, I've not got... I'm just, to be honest with you, my first mess around, I actually messed around, I had Dev Console on. I was messing about It'd be quite funny just to spawn a massive raid and see what it does.
Fucking brutal, I tell you that.
Oh yeah. It's when you accidentally let your colony get a little bit too rich,
Yeah.
and next thing you're being attacked from 3 different sides by 20 in each group.
Oh, that's not so bad. I mean, I don't know if you've got the Embusher mod.
I think I have, but I don't think I've been...
We used to use the Ambushers a lot, even in when we did the multiplayer. Tried to do the multiplayer stuff.
Yeah.
I'll put it this way. I can't remember if it's a basically, you know the fucking centipedes. Yeah, I've got 3 of them big bastards under control of my Mechanator. Now, if my Mechanator dies. That's why my Mechanator, with any fights, it's, yeah, send the mechs. Send the mechs and leave the Mechanator hidden, protected. Because, if my Mechanator dies, and you don't get a new Mechanator...
They go back wild again.
They go feral. And if mechs go feral... You're pretty much fucked. Especially if you've got certain mechs that do a lot of damage. Oh yeah, I managed to get them off a mech raid that literally had spawned. Bastards had shielded themselves though, so... A good tip against the mechs, make sure you develop EMPs.
Yeah.
EMPs hurt mechs like hell. Yeah, I managed to catch up with Alex's RimWorld.
Because you haven't watched any of that, I haven't had a chance.
Oh, his is interesting because he's doing the ideology stuff, and problem with Alex is he will turn around. For anybody who doesn't know who we mean by Alex, it's Fail Race.
Fail Race on YouTube, you're not subscribed, do check him out, he's really good.
So, yeah, Alex has a tendency to turn around and poke said ideology stuff. At the wrong possible moment, something happens. And his last one, because of this ideology, I've not poked the ideology yet. And after seeing what happens with him...
You're not going to?
Oh, I might. Because of the... Actually, by the time... Yeah, but by the time this video comes out, I might have already started said series.
I'm about to say, is there a RimWorld series coming? It sounds like you're preparing towards one.
There is. It's going to be the live streams, though.
Oh, nice.
Basically, I'm using prep carefully. I have already saved the preset for the characters that are going to be involved in the series. I just haven't set the names up.
Yeah.
So basically, it's going to be interesting because it works. Because this is what my whole messing around with at the moment is being able to see if it'd work. Basically, the characters, there's going to be me, you, Tim, Beth.
Now that's kind of what I did on remember my little series? It only lasted about 12, 13 episodes because I got walloped 2 or 3 times.
Yeah. So there's going to be like me, you, Beth, Tim, Willow, I think Alan as well.
Watch this. By the end of the 2nd episode, Alan will have romanced you with some daft.
And it's just like... I already know which pawn, PAWN, before anybody decides to say anything about it there.
Would we?
You would. But the way we say things, it sounds...
I know.
No, but the way we say things, the way we speak, it's, you know...
What do you mean, Govy? Shit, I don't proper like?
Basically... I already know who the science guy is.
Bill Nye, innit?
Funny. No, which one out of the group do you reckon?
Tim.
Yeah.
Undoubtedly, Tim's science.
Tim's the main
Alan's
researcher.
Alan's like a demolitions expert.
Yeah. You unsure of?
I'll be the one that's running the farm.
True.
Not me cooking or something. Me running the farm and cooking or something like that.
I mean, I do have other mods. There's like, I have like a... Interestingly enough, it's a fucking power-hungry mod, though. And what I mean by power-hungry is you need a lot of power because it's the smoke leaf industry mod. Good mod.
And I was going to say, because I mean, the one I don't know what would be, I don't really know Beth well enough to say what her sort of role in a thing like that would be. Because I don't really know Beth, so...
Beth's going to be interesting because Beth, I would probably put more animals and it would be animals and plants because unfortunately RimWorld doesn't have like a journalistic role, so yeah, I'm a bit fucked on that one.
Well, technically, I guess research could be classed as a journalistic role to an extent.
Yeah. But the problem is, if Tim's going to do the research, when it becomes to the choice of who's going to become Mechanator, Tim's going to have to be Mechanator. Unfortunately, people are like, well... People are thinking, well, what happens if this series hasn't happened yet? No, it will be happening before this video releases. It's just... It's probably going to start when I... at least... It's probably going to start in August. I think.
Fair enough.
But what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it... I'm going to do my usual...
If you're watching this video, check back in the history logs. It's probably there somewhere.
Oh, it'll be on its own playlist. It'll have its own playlist because I'll do what I usually do. But it's not... Unfortunately, I won't whack it out. The live streams will probably be in the full, but this won't be. It'll be condensed down.
Yeah.
Just because people won't want to, like... Probably not. You know, people won't want to sit there and watch a maybe four and a half hour, 5 hour live, depending on however long the live stream is. Yeah. I mean, yeah, if you do want to sit there, it'd be in the live tab. Because that's the problem, like Alex's live streams are like nearly 3-4 hours.
Well, that's what I'm saying, that's why I've not seen a lot of them, because I don't always have that kind of free time, you know what I mean?
I don't have this free time, well, I don't have free time by choice, but... I'm almost there with my display design.
Nice.
Unfortunately, what would speed this up a little bit more would be if I could use my phone as well.
But you can't.
But unfortunately, because of the type of phone I've got, the pen, my draw, you know, the little drawing pen thing, it doesn't work with the front screen.
That's not useful.
Only works with the inside screen. The inside screen's fucked. So... I don't think Alan will speak to me this weekend. And I'm not gonna rub it in his face.
Why, what? Oh, it's your jaw, yes, of course.
Because I forgot to see thingy, haven't I? on Saturday, so...
Yeah, alright.
And if anybody doesn't know, I will have gone and seen Jeff Dunham live, so... I'm not going to rub it in his face.
Much.
It pissed me off. This really pisses me off, right? I bought the tickets through Ticketmaster, right?
Too good old ticket bastard, yeah.
I've had to download the fucking Venues app just to be able to use my ticket. Because they said...
That's a bit silly.
Because they said that the other one that you get off Ticketmaster won't do it, if you know what I mean. But I know why. Because the barcode. I mean, I've added it to my Google Wallet, anyways. That'll work.
Yeah.
Because the barcode changes on it.
Hmm.
I know people are like, well, what the fuck do you mean the barcode changes on it? Then you're not going to be able to get in. No, what the pattern of the barcode will... It's a security feature, basically.
Yeah. Right, field 3's done. 32,500 litres off it.
Nice.
Not bad. So I'm going to stick as much as I can in our silo here for now before I move it up to the grain mill, just because I don't know how much we're going to want for animal chicken food and that. That's good for now, just sticking it in here and then...
Yeah. But... Yeah, no, I mean... Have you been back on RimWorld since?
Yeah, the last 2 Saturdays, we only ended up on Saturday night.
Yeah.
Once again till about 2 in the morning.
Don't forget you got
I just get caught up in it.
Don't forget you got quality this Saturday as well.
Yeah.
Which I'll catch it back once I get home. Because obviously not going to be able to watch it. Because by the time it's on, either it'll be in the middle of that and be in the middle of the show, or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're not going to be available basically.
No. But I will catch it back because I do want to know what's what. And I believe Stroll's back for Canada. I think he's been cleared.
Okay. That was going to be interesting if they brought Bottas in. You have to serve that 5-place grid penalty he's still suffering from.
I don't know if it's been officially announced. It's just the rumours I'd heard that he was supposed to be cleared, but I don't know if there's been any official...
I've not seen anything.
Word.
As you've said, talk about bad timing, it's the same weekend as the Le Mans 24 hour, isn't it?
Yep.
So a lot of drivers are busy with stuff like that.
Well, that's why do you think it leaves Aston Martin in the shit? Because two of their reserves, well, most teams will be in the shit because some of their reserves and all that shit will be.
Well, even Bones out there in a Cadillac, isn't he?
Yeah.
I will try and catch some at 24. I won't catch all of it, obviously, for obvious reasons, but I will try and.
When's that?
Only 14th and the 15th, which is Saturday, Sunday, isn't it? Don't forget it's Father's Day this Sunday as well.
Yeah, don't remind me. My sister's going on my friend's, going on her friend's bloody, like, Hindu weekend. They're going down to Liverpool on the Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking chaos on the Sunday.
Shit, I'm in Liverpool on Friday, Saturday, so if shit, I'll keep my eyes open.
By the time you're probably in Liverpool, I have no idea where they'll be. Friday morning. I don't know what time they're setting off from here. So,
Mm.
but put it this way: on the Sunday when they come back, they've got to get a train from Lime
Lime Street, yeah.
to Warrington Central, to then walk from Warrington Central to Banky, and then change at Lank.
That's a weird way of doing it. Normally
Fucking
you just
two
change a
rails.
Wigan. Normally you just change a Wigan.
Yeah, but there's a lot of engineering works going on as well.
Oh, right, like I said. Normally, 'cause obviously I've done that one quite a few times, and well, normally your train tickets just say change anywhere between Wigan and Preston, but
Yeah, but not. But actually, on when you actually look at the train that they're getting
yeah,
back.
normally it's Wigan.
Yeah, I know. But by the time it gets where it's saying to change, it's saying it warrant from because the original time that they had is swapped.
Hmm.
So they were supposed to get like, I think it was like something past 12 from Lime. But then that's dropped off completely. So they then have to get a little bit later. And it's kind of annoying. Well, once I pick her up from the station, got to make sure I've got everything in my motor ready, because then I've got to pick her up and go around my dad's.
Yeah.
We've been Father's Day. It's like, fuck's sake. Oh, so you know we'd. Did I have that discussion with you as well? I'd had the discussion with Tim and Willow. Obviously, you know when we're doing like the Thursdays and Tuesdays and shit. Obviously, I know you're not. I know you're not around for Tuesdays, but you know what I mean. What we're doing now.
Yeah.
Basically, while I'm away, then anything that we do, if we decide that we might do some console instead to give certain bits a break, that'll be our usual like Monday, Wednesday thing.
Yeah.
But the Thursday thing or the Tuesday thing, it'll be a case of right, well, that's getting recorded, and I'm literally just, it's a case of right, well, that gets recorded, and
Yeah, I think you had told us, because I'll still have my recording as well, so we'll have.
yeah, but it'll be literally, I'm gonna have to be editing either that day or the next day.
Yeah.
Because I can't keep them.
Yeah, with the hard drive space.
I won't have the hard drive space. Like, whereas this, it's not so bad. I can keep hold of it for a couple of days. But like all this, well, tonight, like from tonight, okay, it'll be. This field's proving awkward at the minute. Yeah, the headlands have been awkward. There we go, you bastard. But yeah, because I won't have the hard drive space on the laptop, so.
Yeah, it's fair enough. If you want, feel free to use the Google Drive. That's got loads of space.
Oh, I know it has. It's just.
No, I'm just saying, if you needed somewhere to store stuff, feel free to throw it up there.
Yeah, but I'll be getting stuff down off you anyways. The only thing that's good, like I said, the only thing that's
the funny thing is I'm a bit less like that, because I tend to get stuff edited and done fairly fast anyway, because I don't like the risk of like undone footage on the PC just in case. You know what I mean? I'm like,
yeah, but it's not that.
I
literally I have to wait for your stuff. If it's a dual thing, I have to wait for your stuff. If it's my own stuff,
I get that. It's like
you know, if it's like SF, I then just usually will wait Because if we've had a thingy stream sort of thing, it's a case of right. Well, you know, I'll wait and I'll edit the next day. But if it's like I say, if it's waiting for, even if it's waiting for your stuff, it's a case of right. Well,
Yeah.
I can't edit that night because I'm waiting for your footage to come through. I
He's
usually,
normally there by the next morning, let's be honest. I'm usually...
oh yeah, I generally don't. There is times where I generally won't wait for editing, but if I've had a shitty-ish day,
I just have this paranoia that like a hard drive's gonna fail or something silly.
why do you think it goes onto an? Why do you think I transfer it off onto a storage drive?
So literally, I'll get him. I mean, I've got one farm sim that's gonna render tonight while it's uploading your footage, and that'll probably go on tomorrow, and that'll be up. That also officially means I'm covered till after I go away in October now, which is a nice feeling. I'm not quite as bad as you, but I'm getting there.
Yeah, but it's nice to be prepped.
The funny thing is, like I said, it's just a weird thing for me at the moment. The only FS series I really feel like I'm investing in is Riverbend.
Oh, right, thanks.
No, I mean, this as well, but the only one that I can like sit and play myself.
Yeah.
I don't have an offline I don't have an offline farm right now.
No, you said that. You said that last time. That you don't.
So literally, every time if I want to play farm sim, I'm quite motivated at the moment to it, and so it's Riverbend that's getting the...
Well, it's not
getting
that.
the love.
It's just...
And like I said, I jumped on this and did that logging work the other day, just because I wanted to do something.
Yeah. Which wasn't a problem because we'd been in discussion anyways about getting that sawmill back.
Well, we just need to, because the thing is, with that much on it, it'll be supplied for a little bit of time now, so we don't have to worry for a little bit. But that's something, if we want that...
Just because your bloody trees aren't growing.
I did some research on that.
Oh,
I think I told you last time, didn't I?
What?
Yeah, it's my fault. I should have done more research on the actual trees I planted.
They're slow growers. You said 15 months, didn't you?
No. Well, the way the trees work in Farm Sim, they work in days. Now, well, that doesn't matter. The thing is, that doesn't take into account how many days in a month, how many days a month you're running. Those trees I planted take 56 days.
Which is 56 days regardless of the months that you're running.
So if you're playing 28-day months, it's like 2 months. If you're playing 1 day a month, which is what we're playing, it's 56 months. Or just a little shy of 5 years.
So by next year then... No.
So, no, because I didn't plant them on day 1, did I?
No. Oh,
and we can't tell when I planted them because we didn't have that mod installed. I went back and checked because on my single player series, I planted mine in something like October of year 3. Year 2, sorry. So it's like, oh yeah, by year 7 they're going to be ready. Which is like, I mean, I can talk about that series because that particular episodes are coming out well before this now.
Yeah.
I've actually completed the museum.
Oh, okay.
Which didn't take as long as I thought it would.
Not as long as
So now, but that one's got 2 or 3 other little projects on the map.
Yeah.
There's a playground maker and there's a wagon builder, which the wagon builder, from what I can tell, works like the ship builder in Silverrun.
Yeah, that's what I said to you, it does. It's a repeatable.
So I'm actually doing the playground maker at the moment. I'm building that up. Obviously, as well as farming at the same time.
So... Problem was you planted them trees when Alan was around.
Them trees could have been in a couple of years at this point.
I think they've been in about 2 years. I think you planted them. See, now, is this year 4 from taking account from when we installed the mod, or is this
No,
actually...
from the start of the game.
Right, so...
Because
Yeah,
don't forget, if
you
if
planted
you
in
could see
about
the,
year
if
2.
you could see the statistics panel, if that would always tell you how many years your game's been running.
Hmm.
You can't see it in multiplayer for reasons I've never quite understood.
No, I don't get that either.
Well, I get that they've more menus in place because they've got the menu for farms. You could easily have just added that on the bottom.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that year 4
Well,
will literally be from the start of this game.
Yeah, but you could... The problem is you could tell by... You'd tell by the looking at the server how many hours it's had on playtime. We've had about 2... I think we've had...
Yeah, but that doesn't take into account what speed the days have been running at.
No, but it's how many hours the save's been.
It's about it was about the last time I...
About 200 odd hours in it.
No, it's about 92.
Is it?
But the last time I dragged a copy off the server to look at something was about 92, because I put it into my single player list to look at something.
I reckon you planted in year 2, so...
There's about 3 years left till they're ready.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah, with hindsight, if I plant any more trees, I will check the list and see which ones actually grow at a reasonable pace.
I would.
Right, at this point, both these fields are going to be done. How does it need baling yet? Well,
No. I've not done a lot on this field. I'm starting the up and down rows now on this field.
yeah. Oh, tell you what, there's going to be good yield on it. If we can get that like 100% fertilised and everything.
Oh, the fertilising of this field is going to be a fucking breeze.
Tell you what might not be the rolling.
Yeah.
Might we need to invest in a very, very large roller?
Possibility.
I mean, there's like
because
a
you've got
27-metre roller.
Yeah, but what's the fucking horsepower capacity? What will run it?
Horsepower needs only 275.
So every
The Valtra, the John Deere,
and the Massey would run that.
and the Massey would all run that, yeah.
It's not bad then.
I think the John Deere would find it the easiest because the John Deere's the most over that. Or is it? Is the John Deere only 270? It's fairly flat as well. All three of them would run it.
Yeah. I think we need a bigger roller. Not gonna lie.
Chicken.
I don't want to be sat here for... You know... I dare to think how long I've actually been doing this field right now. I mean, I could just do your trick and put the AI on it and fuck off and do something else. But I've got nothing to do, apart from doing another field. I'm going to be seeding another field anyways.
Yeah.
So I might as well just fucking seed a field, because otherwise I'm going to be seeding another field.
Yeah, I've got baling to do now.
And then you've got... Then you're going to have to
planting.
get... Well, you're going to have to get... Yeah, but you're going to have to get them bales in, remember?
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, do bales get damaged by the hail? Yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they've tried...
I don't think swaths do. I think bales do. I don't think swaths actually do.
See, because they've tried to do the old... Was it FS... Was it 19 or 22 seasons?
17 or 19.
Well, which was the seasons mod we used to use?
It was either 17 or 19.
Was it not 22?
No, 22 had built in, but they weren't as good. 22 was when Giants first introduced their own.
Yeah, well, which was that? Oh, yeah. Well, which was the... Must have been 19 that we used that season's mod. Which was good. It was a good mod.
70.
Huh?
No, it's a video said, yeah.
I like this steer assist, but this steer assist sometimes isn't quite up to it.
It doesn't help if the field's got like pretty big corners on, because it won't make it smooth.
No, it's not that.